Right, firstly, just talk us through that season. What have you made to it, personally?
Wet and sloppy, round one. We would have liked to have played this weekend after sort of when we finished that game. We felt like we put ourselves in a position to win it. And although every box was ticked in terms of effort and that sort of stuff, we didn't come away with the 2 points. So it's been a long 2 weeks to get back on the field, so we're looking forward to it tomorrow.
Like you say, obviously that gap, does that give you, I mean, it's probably not the greatest time to have a gap, is it, when you've only just started the season?
No, not really. The body will be started to feel a bit sore later down the line, so it would have been nice to slip it in a bit further down, but look, we've known for a while that's what we're happening, so we've dealt accordingly, but we're ready to go again this week, hopefully. We'll do a good enough job to get the 2.
Like you said, especially after that, not getting the result you wanted, it's kind of frustrating to have a week off at any point in the season.
Yeah, funny changing room, because we sort of upbeat that, you know, in the weather that it was and the type of game that it was, that we put ourselves in a position to win, and then to not come away with the 2, it was a funny week. So it's been a long preparation. Normally you get, you know, an handful of times you'll be on the pitch preparing for the next one, but we've had a full 2 week at this one, so a bit of a weird week for myself going back against my old mates, but yeah, I'm confident if we do the right stuff we'll get a win.
In terms of pre-season, just rolling back the clock to pre-season, what was it like then in the dressing room? What's it been like pre-season?
Yeah, I think I've been one of the senior ones. I've done quite a lot of them, so it's good to be with a different group to see how they react on stuff, and new coaching staff, different ideas. So for me personally, a new set of everything really has been great. I enjoyed it. For them young boys getting stuck in, it's interesting to see how they are. You know, with some of them dealing with the first ones and falling asleep at 3 o'clock as soon as they get home and that sort of stuff. But all in all, I think we've done reasonably well. Everyone says the same things pre-season. We're going to be fitter, we're going to be faster, stronger. None of it really matters really until we get into it. So we still can't tell. Round one doesn't really tell you much. So we'll sort of start afresh again now this week.
Do you ever get used to that hard pre-season training then, like you mentioned, some of the young lads falling asleep at 3 o'clock? Do you get used to that, or
yeah, you do.
Or giggle at the fact
yeah, you do. Everyone deals with it differently. It's got to be done. So, but yeah, I'm accustomed to them now as it happens, so not too bad.
And how do you feel settling into the squad then?
Yeah, fine. I'm no stranger to moving clubs. I've moved clubs before. This one was the sort of weirdest start to it, just because of the longest time that I've been away. So. But look, lads are lads, and most of us have been doing this quite a while, so once you get over that initial bit, you know, that's it, is what it is.
Next game up then, so like you say, you've had a week, plenty of time to prepare for this one, isn't it?
Yeah, seen, you know, the last couple of games, and they lost their game last week, and I know how important it is for Huddersfield to get a good start to the season after disappointing last year, so, you know, they'll be firing this week. I would have thought they'll be looking to get the 2, so we'll need to be on this game.
What did you make to their season last season? Because like you mentioned, disappointing for them, weren't it? Obviously Leeds also had a similar sort of disappointing season, but they'll be wanting to bounce back this year.
Yeah, I think being involved in that, I didn't play that many games last year, and that was frustrating for me personally, just not being able to sort of contribute where I would have liked to, and to see your mates sort of go through it as well, loss after loss, and then, you know, being in with a whisker of £1 million game, it's horrible, to be honest. So I know how they felt being in amongst it, and I know how they'll be feeling about their chances this year and getting a start. So that year's gone. I do think Huddersfield will be a threat again in Super League this year, so for us it's a big test.
Like you say, that £1 million game, Wakefield experienced it obviously a couple of seasons ago. It's something that's kind of good for fans, I guess, in the excitement of the game, but I guess as players it must be something really hard to deal with.
Yeah, well, from the league's point of view, they got what they wanted. You know, Championship team's been promoted, so it worked. Now when you're sort of in that top half of the table, although you know the rules at the start of the year, you don't really think about sort of being down there, but it was only till last year when you're in the middle of it, you've sort of realised what everyone's been feeling these last couple of years, so yeah, it's horrible.
Have you set yourself any personal targets this season?
No, I just I'm just happy that it's my first season where I've missed any chunk of games through injury last year. So I'm over that frustration now. I'm just hoping to enjoy every week and play as many games as I can, knowing how many I missed last year. And after seeing some people go through some worse stuff injury-wise, I try not to moan about it. So hopefully, I can stay as fit as I can be and play as many minutes as I can.